Hello friends, I welcome you all to this lecture series on aircraft performance. So in the previous lecture, we saw something called as the rate of sink, as well as we understood the importance of thrust to weight ratio. And we saw different examples for various thrust to weight ratio, less than 1 and greater than 1 as well. So in today's lecture, we will be discussing something called as aerodynamic relations that are used much in performance analysis. Right? So already we know aerodynamic relations, L by D ratio we have used many times. Plus we have used two more ratios, that is CL power 3 by 2 by CD and CL power 1 by 2 by CD. But in this particular analysis, we will try to understand how to derive these relations, which we would be using in our future discussions. Maybe whether it is range and endurance calculations or takeoff and landing performances. Right? So let's begin. So let's start with the basic ratio, that is the L by D ratio, which can also be written as CL by CD, which is a measure of aerodynamic efficiency of an airplane. So what CL by CD max is going to represent is the minimum thrust required condition or the maximum range if the aircraft is a propeller aircraft, or it represents maximum endurance if it's a jet aircraft. So we will understand when we do the range and endurance analysis. But we have already done the analysis of thrust required and thrust available and minimum thrust required conditions. So there we understood that the thrust required is minimum when CL by CD is maximum. So one condition we have already proved and we understood its importance in performance analysis. Then we have another ratio, that is CL power 3 by 2 by CD. Now, if this ratio is max, for a propeller aircraft, its endurance will be maximum. Right? Then we have another ratio, which is CL power 1 by 2 by CD. If this ratio is maximum, for a jet aircraft, the range would be maximum. Right? So in this particular lecture, we will try to derive conditions for each of these cases. Right? So let's start the analysis of CL by CD max ratio. So consider the ratio L by D, which I can also write it as CL by CD. And CD I am going to expand using the drag polar equation. What is the drag polar equation? It relates the various coefficients of drag, whether it is due to parasite or due to the lift dependent drag. So I have CD is equal to CD naught plus KCL square, where CD naught is the parasite drag coefficient and KCL square is the lift dependent drag coefficient. Right? Let's call this as equation number 9. Now for maximum L by D ratio, I need to differentiate the above equation with respect to coefficient of lift. See, understand one thing. For any function, if I need to calculate what is the condition for its maximum value, I need to differentiate that function with respect to a variable. So in this case, the function is CL by CD and the variable is lift, that is coefficient of lift. Right, so I am differentiating the ratio CL by CD with respect to coefficient of lift and I equate it to 0 to get the condition where CL by CD is maximum. Understood? So if I substitute the values and simplify, I get the condition as the parasite drag is equal to the lift dependent drag coefficient. Right? KCL square is the lift dependent drag coefficient and CD naught is the parasite drag coefficient. Let's call this condition as equation number 10. Right? So this equation 10 tells that if you make the aircraft fly at a condition where the lift dependent drag becomes equal to the parasite drag coefficient, then the aircraft will be flying at CL by CD max condition. Now it's a very interesting concept because in most of the interviews, this is a very common question. Can you explain what do you mean by CL by CD max? Right? What is the physical significance of CL by CD max? Or how you are going to achieve CL by CD max? Right? Very interesting question. And most of the candidates, they do fail to represent the physical significance of this particular ratio. Right? So please understand the physical significance of this ratio. CL by CD max can be achieved by an aircraft by changing its coefficient of lift in such a way that the lift dependent drag coefficient, if I make it equal to the parasite drag coefficient, then the ratio CL by CD would be maximum. Right? What do you mean by changing coefficient of lift? It means changing the angle of attack. All of us know that for a given airfoil, we have the relationship between the coefficient of lift versus the angle of attack. Right? So for any airfoil, I can change the coefficient of lift by changing the angle of attack. Clear? Now that is how I am going to get this condition, or I am going to make the aircraft satisfy this condition so that it would be flying at CL by CD max. Now let's consider this equation 10, and with this equation, if I solve for coefficient of lift, on the right hand side I get under root of CD naught by K. Right? So equation 10 is the condition for which L by D will be maximum, and equation 11 is the value of coefficient of lift. What should be the value of coefficient of lift so that L by D should be maximum, and that is defined by equation number 11. Clear? Right. Now let's substitute equation 10 and equation 11 in equation number 9 and try to get the value of L by D max. Right? It's a very interesting concept if you understand. We are doing incredible performance analysis. So this is one of the interesting topic in performance. So please understand this and you will enjoy the learning process. Right. So if I substitute the values of coefficient of lift and the condition CD naught is equal to KCL square in equation number 9, I am going to get the value of L by D max after simplification as under root of 1 by 4 CD naught into K. Let's call this as equation number 12. Now we did 3 analysis in this lecture. First is, what is the condition for L by D max? Next, what is the value of coefficient of lift so that L by D max would be, L by D ratio would be maximum? Now we calculated what is the value of L by D max itself. Right? For this, to know all the 3 parameters, I need to know only the parasite drag coefficient and the lift dependent drag coefficient. So both of these are experimental values, and I can change the value of coefficient of lift by changing the angle of attack of the airfoil. Clear? Now we will move on to get the value of velocity at which L by D would be maximum. Understand this. In the previous case, in the previous lecture, we finished the gliding flight, and now we are moving on to the aerodynamic relations for a steady level flight. Right? Please don't confuse this with that. That discussion is over, and this is a new discussion for steady level flight. Right? Okay. Now, how to get the expression for velocity? Just use the lift equation, that is L is equal to half rho v square S into CL. And here you solve for velocity when L by D would be max or CL by CD would be max. When CL by CD is max, velocity gets changed to velocity at L by D max. At the same time, I am going to substitute the value of coefficient of lift as under root of CD naught into CD naught divided by K. Right? So if I simplify for velocity, I am going to get under root of 2 by rho infinity, again under root of K by CD naught into W by S. Clear? Understand here, W by S is the wing loading. W is the weight of the aircraft and S is the platform area. Right? Let's call the equation for velocity as equation number 13. Now, if I compare this velocity with that of the velocity what we obtained couple of lectures before for minimum thrust required condition, both these equations are same. Getting the point? Very interesting. So, the velocity expression what I got from assuming L by D max condition and the velocity what I derived for minimum thrust required condition, these both equations are same, right? Which again proves that at minimum thrust required condition, L by D ratio would be maximum. Moving on to the second ratio, that is CL power 3 by 2 by CD max. Again, the coefficient of drag value I am going to take help of the drag polar, which is CD naught plus KCL square. And to find the maximum value of this particular ratio, I am going to differentiate CL power 3 by 2 by CD with respect to coefficient of lift. The procedure is same as the previous case. So let's try to analyze the condition. So equation 14 represents that condition where this particular ratio will be maximum. So what is the significance of this condition? Equation 14 tells that if I make the lift dependent drag coefficient, that is KCL square, 3 times that of the parasite drag coefficient, then the aircraft would be flying at CL power 3 by 2 by CD max. I repeat, if I make the lift dependent drag coefficient, that is KCL square, as 3 times that of the parasite drag coefficient, then the aircraft would be flying at CL power 3 by 2 by CD max. Clear? Now this is the condition for this ratio to be maximum. Now next question is, what is the value of coefficient of lift for this condition? So equation 14 I simplified for coefficient of lift. I get the value of coefficient of lift. Next, what is the value of this ratio itself? Right? Same analysis, I substitute the value, that is the condition, as well as the value of coefficient of lift in the above expression, and to get the value of CL power 3 by 2 by CD max condition, and I call it as equation number 15. Let's calculate the value of velocity corresponding to CL power 3 by 2 by CD max. Procedure is same. I am not going to repeat the procedure again. So I get the value of velocity as under root of 2 by rho infinity. Please understand the difference is only in the coefficient of lift value, that is under root of K by 3 CD naught multiplied by wing loading. Right? Let's call this as equation number 16. I repeat, we obtained the condition for CL power 3 by 2 by CD max. We also obtained the value of coefficient of lift, and finally we got the value of velocity at this condition. Clear? Now once I get this velocity, you observe equation number 16 and equation number 13. Most of the terms are similar except under root of 1 by 3. Right? So if this is the case, can I get the relationship between velocity at CL power 3 by 2 by CD max and velocity at CL by CD max? Yes, it is possible. So what is that relation? If I compare equation number 13 and equation number 16, I get the velocity at CL power 3 by 2 by CD max as 0.76 of velocity at CL by CD max. In other words, if as a pilot I know the velocity at CL by CD max, I can calculate the velocity at CL power 3 by 2 by CD max. That is approximately 75% of the value of velocity at L by D max. Getting the point? Very interesting concept. Now moving on to the third ratio, that is CL power 1 by 2 by CD max. Derivation, I will leave it as homework. Please try it, you will enjoy the derivation. So the condition for this ratio to be maximum, the first equation number 18, it tells that if I reduce the induced drag coefficient by 3 times with respect to the parasite drag coefficient, that means the aircraft is flying at CL power 1 by 2 by CD max. Now what is the value of CL power 1 by 2 by CD max itself? That is given by 3 by 4 into 1 by 3k into CD naught cube whole power 1 by 4. Right? Let's call this as equation number 19. Similarly, we can get the velocity for CL power 3 by 2 by CD max. And we call it as equation number 20. Clear? Understood? Right. So this is a comparison of all the 3 conditions. So first we have the condition, that is CL by CD max, CL power 3 by 2 by CD max and CL power 1 by 2 by CD max. Then for all the 3, what are the conditions in the respective cases? Then we have the values, L by D max, what is the value, CL power 3 by 2 by CD max, what is the value, and remember only CL by CD I can write it as L by D, whereas CL power 3 by 2 by CD I cannot write it as L power 3 by 2 by D, right? Because the dynamic pressure is not being divided on numerator and denominator in the same quantity. So for the later 2 cases, I cannot write or I cannot replace CL and CD with lift and drag. Please remember this. And the third parameter we had the velocity. So we got velocities for all the 3 cases. And again, repeating what we started in the beginning of this lecture, CL by CD max represents minimum thrust required condition. Also, it represents for a propeller aircraft the maximum range, and also for a jet aircraft it represents maximum endurance. And CL power 3 by 2 by CD max represents for a propeller aircraft maximum endurance. Similarly, CL power 1 by 2 by CD max condition represents for a jet aircraft what is the maximum range. Right? So in today's lecture, we discussed the aerodynamic relations that we used in performance analysis. I hope you understood all the concepts. I will meet you in the next lecture. Thank you very much.